Hello everyone, I am here to share with you a few ways that I like to change my energy, the energy in my apartment. You know, how we see our apartment is kind of like how we're feeling. So that's why I included my energy in the process. It's just a few things that I do that are not expensive at all that help me change the mood and the feeling in my apartment. So the first thing that I do is, of course, clean. I keep my apartment up. You know, I maintain my apartment. So if you don't really want to do that heavy duty once a month or once a week cleaning, then just dust your apartment on a regular. That's what I do. I use my Swiffer, my dry Swiffer, on a regular basis, meaning every single day I dust my apartment. I Swiffer the floors and I dust all the surfaces because I have a really dusty apartment. I don't know if it's just me, but if I don't dust this apartment every day, I can see the dust on all the surface. You know, I have a lot of dark furniture, dark wooden furniture, and I can see it on the surface of my furniture. And so I attack it on a regular basis. And I love it because more than anything, I just love the cleanliness. I love to see my reflection in all surfaces. I love to walk around barefoot and feel nothing but cool wooden floors on my feet. So Swiffer dry on a regular basis every day, and Swiffer wet if I feel like I need a deeper clean, maybe once a week. Also, clean your mirrors. Clean your mirrors if you have them. I have about 4 in my living room and 1, of course, in the bathroom and 1 in my bedroom. I look at this thing to see myself. I do not want to see smudges. I don't want to see toothpaste. I don't want to see anything but my pristine reflection looking back at me. It's important. This is where you look at yourself on an everyday, regular basis. So it's important that you give it a wipe down. What I use is Windex and a piece of newspaper, and I make sure to clean the surfaces of my mirrors regularly as well because they too can become very dusty. Sometimes there are smudges in my mirrors. I don't know where they come from. I'm not going to even think about it, but I clean them anyway on a regular basis because, like I said, it's important that where we're looking at ourselves, where we sit and reflect and even talk to ourselves sometimes in the mirror. It needs to be clean. It needs to be sharp. All we need to see is our clean crystal eyes looking right back at us. So the second thing that I do is probably the most important thing that I do, and that's change my apartment curtains behind me. You've probably noticed that they are different. They are a straw color, and before that they were these right here, just this sheer piece of cloth, linen. So because I live in the back of the building, I need my apartment windows, my curtains to be sheer to let some light in because I live, you see it right there, it's just another apartment building next to my window. So I get no light, I get very little light, and I need to get that little light. I need to soak it in, and so because of that, I make sure to have sheer curtains. These are just pieces of cloth that I pick up at my fabric store. So what I do is I go to Save-A-Thon, which is my fabric store in Harlem, and I choose whatever cloth I want. I mainly go straight to the sale rack because they have the yards by the dollar. So if there's something there that I like, I make sure to pick it up. The one behind me that you see was on the sale rack. It was there for $1 a yard, and so I purchased this for under $3 because I do not like when the curtains are not hitting the floor. They must hit the floor. So I got 2 yards, 2.75 yards. So I paid under $3 for my curtains. I used to have the gentleman that was working with me there cut my curtains down the center, to create 2 pieces, but sometimes they're really busy. So what I do is I bring my cloth home, I lay it down on the ground, and I just cut it down the center. This can create ridges and not just a straight line. So decide which one you want to be inside. That's the one that's hidden. The cut that's inside is the one that's hidden. So that's the one that if my cut was a little choppy, I'll make sure that that's the part that's inside the curtains. I like the curtains to look sharp. These are DIY curtains. So there is a fine line between DIY, constructed, under constructed look, and messy. So you want to find that balance and make sure that your curtains look beautiful. So arrange them how they please your eyes the most, anyhow, so what I do is I attach the curtains to these little clips, and then I slide the clips through the rods. The clips I purchased at American Outlet. American Outlet is like a variety store. It's like a 99-cent store. It's like a Dollar Tree, and that's where you can find the clips for cheap, because I do believe that the other hardware stores have them, but not so cheap. So these are great quality clips. I don't remember the name or the packet. I've had these for years because this has been my thing for years. How I do my curtains. So they're just really strong. When you open them, you can tell it's not easy to you know, to just grab the clip. It's a really good grip on them, so they're really good quality. You slide them in through the rod, and there you have a beautiful new set of curtains. I love this option mainly because it gives me a lot of control. Like I said, I need light. I like things a certain way in this living room, and doing my own curtains every couple of months gives me the freedom and the liberty and the creative authority to do as I please. I'm sorry, I'm still under the weather and I'm like, I can't even hear myself. But at Save-A-Thon, at the fabric store, you have beautiful fabrics, you have beautiful textures, you have beautiful prints, you have beautiful minimal fabrics like this one here that's nothing. You know, they have something for you, so try your local fabric store. And like I said, go to your sale rack first because you can pay $2 for curtains there. Anyhow, so these are actually my favorites. So no matter when I switch from time to time, I always go back to these. So don't just throw your fabrics out as you switch them along, because you'll most likely have a favorite as well. So of course you can also change the artwork on your walls. You can either put something up or put something down. You know, sometimes you have the same artwork there, you kind of get bored of it, or you don't have anything and you want to see new life on your walls. I recently put up my my painting, that right there, that's my self-portrait, those legs. I will, like I mentioned, talk about my art, that one particularly, in a video soon. Anyhow, so I just recently put that piece up. I have many works of art here just sitting here because, like I said, I like to keep things very minimal because I get tired of things right away. But recently I felt the urge to put this painting up. I just wanted to see it on my walls, and I think it fits beautifully. It goes really well with the curtain right next to it. It goes well with all my little notes on the walls. So do what works for you. Either take something down or put something up. Try it and see what you like the most. The best thing with this is that we have total control and total freedom. And you don't have to break the bank. You can decide to go down to the thrift store and buy a little $5 frame and cut the picture out and just tape it onto your walls if you don't want this big old vintage frame. You know, you have options. So over the summer, I had the most beautiful plants, my pathos, which are, as you may know, the easiest plants to have at home. They are happy, they thrive. You give them water, you give them a little light. You can have them in your dark apartment like I do, and they thrive happily. So I had these babies for a while. I loved them. They were beautiful and happy. And then summer came and I put them outside so they can really be happy. And I miss them. I miss seeing them every day, but that's where I knew they would be happy. And that's where I knew they would grow. So they grew and they grew and they grew. And then I forgot to bring them inside on a really bad day, and a thunderstorm came and uprooted them. And I tried to keep them. I tried to help them survive, but they didn't. They were uprooted. They were damaged, and I couldn't save them. So recently I bought new pathos at Home Depot because Home Depot to me has great prices for plants. So I bought 2 pathos and 1 ZZ plant. My 2 pathos, I put them on the floor in my living room, and my ZZ plant, I put it by the window on the floor. It is really cold outside, and I was told that everything under 50 degrees, if it's under 50, the plants need to come inside. And so I keep the plants indoors for now, and they thrive. You know, pathos are really easy to take care of. ZZ plants are like steel. They just thrive. You know, you don't have to water them regularly. They don't need the sun. They are really righteous, strong plants. So you can try those 2 out if you are, you know, if you don't have a green thumb, if you feel like you're a plant killer or something like that. You can definitely try pathos and ZZ. I'm checking my list because I always forget something. Every video I forget to mention something, and it annoys me. So I have to check my list to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Okay, lights. So if you have candles, and if you're very, you know your candles, you know where you set them, you know that they're safe, you can just set the mood and light your candle and enjoy. I like candles, but I watch them all night long. I can't really enjoy my ambiance with my candles because I'm just afraid that the wind will blow, my curtain will move, and it will flick on the candle, and then, you know. So I light my candles, but I also watch them, so I don't really light them that often. So if you have a more open space and not too many things in your apartment, you can light your candles. Candles really do change the ambiance and set a mood for your home. You don't need just candles. If you have cool light bulbs, or if you have like those humidifiers that have the changing lights, that's pretty cute, and that will change the mood in your apartment as well. So it depends what kind of light source you have or you prefer. So there's always saging. I am new to saging, so so now I do this regularly. I'll just kind of light my sage, walk around my apartment, say my prayers, say my thoughts, you know, what I want to happen, what I want to manifest, and I just talk. I talk to my apartment. I literally grab my big piece of sage and I walk around the crib, just talking to it and saging, and it changes my mood, and it helps me to just get those thoughts out and those feelings out and those dreams and those desires out into the world. I purchased my sage from the local botanica. It's a really big piece and it's $10. So I feel like I'm gonna have it for a while because my sage, it just smokes really fast. So I light it and half a minute later I turn it off because it's just a lot of smoke. And so because of that, I feel like I'll have it for a long time. I was actually considering making a sage wreath for my apartment door. Let me know if you'd like to see a DIY with that. Dollar Tree, they have heart wreaths and circle wreaths and a lot of DIY things there that I can use to make a really cute wreath for my apartment door. I know it's the heart of winter right now and it's brick outside, but spring is coming. So I want to make a really pretty wreath, and I might just use some sage sticks to make this wreath. So so anyhow, I think that we've come to the end of my video. I hope that you found that you can... Oh, look at that. I did forget something, and it's right in my face, and it's right on my lap. My couch throw. So I went to Red, White, and Blue Thrift in Jersey, and I purchased this beautiful throw for the couch. It has a Bible verse on it, so I feel protected in the words of the Lord. And it has this gorgeous side here where I can choose to use this dark side with darker colors and beautiful flowers, or I can switch it over and just use the lighter side. So it's beautiful and I love it so much, and I'm so glad I found it. And like I said, or actually I don't even know if I mentioned it, but this was only $2. So so yes, so your couch is the heart of your apartment, probably, if I would say. It's the thing that stands out. It's the thing that everyone looks at right away. So my couch is covered in pillows because I've had 4 different couches since I've lived in this home. I always keep the pillows. When I get rid of the couches, I keep the pillows, and so now I have an abundance of pillows, and it still doesn't change the mood of the couch having all these pillows. So you can throw a throw over your couch to change the look of your couch, which instantly changes the mood of the entire living room space, or you can just use it to, you know, cozy up. Or of course you can do both. You can have your throw over your couch, looking cute and cozy and homey, you know, nothing too fancy, well, not for me at least. And if you get chilly, you can wrap yourself up in it right away. It's right there. It's right over your shoulder. New York has been very cold these days. It has been freezing, and I'm sure we've all been bundled up on the couch. So so try your local thrift store. I've been looking for a colorful Afghan, and I did find one, but it's neon colors. It's really, really bright, so I'm going to use that one in the park in the summer. I'm not going to throw it over my couch because neon colors are too much for me at home. I can't just have something neon in my apartment. So I found this one, and it made me so happy because the colors, while dark and light, are muted and beautiful. And that's what I'm going for at home. I'm going for a muted ambiance where I'm not too... things are not pulling in my attention. You know, no bright lights, no neon lights. Anyhow, I think that we've come to the end of the video. Looking at my notes, I've come to the end of my video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you found some useful tips. The biggest tip I think that you should take away is dust your apartment every day. And if you're gonna go do your own curtains, go to the sale rack at the fabric store. You can pay $2 for curtains there. Anyhow, I will have everything that you need to know linked below, like those clips. I'm sure you're probably curious about the clips that I use to clip the fabric onto my rods. Thank you for watching. I'll have everything linked below, like I said, and have a great day, and stay tuned for my next video, which is gonna come up soon, because I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been shooting these videos out regularly. When I do a video a day, or work on a video every day, or work on a video every other day, I feel confident. If I take a break, if I do 1 video a week or work on 1 video a week, I lose my confidence, and when it comes time to record and sit in front of the camera, I don't have it, and I struggle to talk to you and to start my conversation, and it's hell. You don't notice it because all that stuff's get edited out, but it happens very regularly. So I have to keep at it. I love this working zone I'm in. I feel really good, and I'm gonna stay here for a while. Even though I'm not feeling well, I'm still doing it. Right now, I can't even hear myself. I hope that when I edit this video, I don't hate it. But yeah, you know, just choose what you want to do. I choose to work even through this head cold and whatever I'm feeling. Anyhow, thank you very much. I will see you very soon, and have a beautiful day. And again, thank you for watching.